Thomas Edison didn't invent the light bulb. He just made sure history remembers it that way. And the truth, the real story, is way more interesting than the name you learned in school. The story goes like this. 1879. A man hunched over a workbench in Menlo Park. A glass bulb, a filament, and, click, light. A miracle, perfectly packaged for a headline. And that headline? It's the reason you know his name. But here's the thing. The principle of the light bulb was old news by then. In 1802, over 70 years earlier, Humphry Davy connected a battery to a strip of carbon and it glowed. It wasn't practical, but it was the proof of concept. A few decades later, scientists across Europe kept chipping away at the same problem. A filament that wouldn't burn out, a vacuum seal that held. And in 1878, a British chemist named Joseph Swan demonstrated a working bulb in England. A year before Edison, he even lit his house with it. So what did Edison actually do? He didn't invent the bulb, he industrialized it, made it cheap, reliable, and marketable. He didn't beat Swan to the idea, he beat everyone to the business. They ended up merging their companies because they were basically building the same bulb. And there's one more name history nearly erased. Lewis Latimer, a black inventor, self-taught, who joined Edison's team and did something crucial. He perfected the carbon filament, the part that actually made the bulb last long enough to sell. He also helped bring electricity to cities. Without Latimer's work, the Edison bulb may never have been practical enough to matter. So why does everyone still say Edison? Simple. Edison was a genius at one thing more than inventing: storytelling. He owned the patents, he controlled the press, he had the money for public demonstrations. History isn't always written by the first to do something, it's written by the loudest, the best marketer. So next time someone says, Edison invented the light bulb, you know the real answer. The bulb was a century in the making, built by a dozen brilliant minds. Edison just put his name on the box. If you love stories where history gets the record straight, drop a comment. Which other inventor should we fact-check next? And subscribe, because we're just getting started.